Live. Yeah, we're live again. Yes, 2 nights in a row. Yeah, never thought this wonderful thing would happen, would you? I know, cruel and unusual torture. But I'm back again tonight, and it's another Cats and Catacombs. This time we have, I've forgotten the name, Han, the Dragonly cat, which is actually a cat. I didn't even think it was a cat. I thought it was just making stuff up. But Dragonly is a type of Chinese domestic cat. Learn two new stuff every week. And this one's a monk. So, of course, he's got a staff and robes and lots of other frilly little things for me to fill in. Hey, isn't it all good? So, first of all, I need to start getting paid, don't I? So, yes, this is Han. Han is well overcomplicated. He's got fish and a bottle of twine, and a bottle of robes and little shields and gubbins a bit on the belts and all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. Problem is the cloak's supposed to be turquoise. I don't own turquoise, so I'm going to have to make one. So the first thing we're going to have to do now is try and make a nice shade of turquoise that I can use and I'm going to be happy with. So mixing paints. It's all part of the learning process. I'm going to need a lot of this because I'm going to need to mix a lighter shade and a darker shade. So that's going to be the base blue that I'll work off from there. And I've got a lighter green and a darker green to try and mix it to be turquoise. And the darker green I'm going to be using is Caliban green, which I've not opened yet, funnily enough, which is odd for me. A tiny bit of Caliban. I say a tiny bit, that's actually quite a bit more than I thought it was going to be, but it'll do. Brush, quick rinse off. Just a tiny little bit of it. Let's mix it and see if we can get a darker turquoise-ish colour. I've just mixed the two more like so until I get the right tone I want. Because I need it to darken up a bit from there because that's like the blue itself is just way too bright. There we go. So a slightly darker shade is more what we're looking for. So right, that seems to be about the right mixture actually. So make sure we mix it up properly. And then we've got the dark turquoise. Awesome. Well, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to take ages. Good evening, Twisted. How are you doing, man? The thing is, and you're not helping, to be quite honest, Twisted, because of those beautiful cats that you have, because my missus has been going, oh, cute they are for the last couple of hours. She does every time she goes into the Discord. Them cats are so cute. But these ones as well, because I actually went to look it up. I didn't believe the cat type existed, so I looked it up. And yeah, they do exist. And I got the same response. So yeah, these cats are super cute to the degree that Sparkles is tempted to get one of each and every one. And if I would allow it, we would have now another 12 cats in this house, one of each one that I'm going to be painting. Well, maybe not one of each one. Maybe not one of the Siamese, the skinny ones. I don't think we would have gone for one of them. Just no fur, just skin. See, yeah, you even heard that in the background then. Yeah. So that's a no. We wouldn't have gone for one of those ones. But all the others with fur, yeah, we would have ended up with. But she certainly loves your cats, mate. Certainly loves your cats. Can't blame them. They are pretty damn good looking cats, in fairness. Right. I do apologise now. I've slightly changed my setup a bit, and this thing catches that thing a lot if I don't be careful. So I'll try and be as careful as I can. But I can't see it when I'm painting, so. So you got them from another lady? Oh, that's nice. That is nice. But they are beautiful cats. Not coming in my house, though. I've already got one. She's a lovely cat as it is, and I don't need any more at the minute. So, right, I do actually have the colour scheme for this one, but it's just a real pain, and I'm not quite sure how it's going to work out. So I'm going to start with robes first. Oh, I'm going to block in all the colours for robes, fur tones, and all the weird and big colour stuff that I can actually block in. They are annoying, aren't they, sometimes? Because you've got to have the camera almost directly over. So you kind of have to, if you want to make sure you avoid it, you kind of have to pop your head to one side. And these goggles make an absolute world of difference. Right, yeah, that's still cloak. The hardest thing about painting these cats is defining which bits of the model are actually what. Because although I've got a reference picture, looking at said reference picture, there are bits that are missing off this model. And there are bits that are additions to this model that aren't on the picture. So just for an example, on the back of the hand there is a small, very small shield. Good evening, Beak. Good evening. Thank you for joining me. I have two viewers now. I have you and Twisted. Oh, wow. So show cats. That'll be why they look like they do then. All furs nice and neat and pristine. There's almost a regal look to them that's demanding food. Oh, these small ones. Oh, no. No. Poor kitty. Poor kitty cat. But they seem to have done well. They seem to be healthy cats. And with the way they were posing for those pictures, they seem to be in a good home as well. So all's well that ends well. You've been doing any more silly antics on Battlefield then, Buzzard? I've not caught all of them, but I have caught a few of them. I've not understood entirely what the videos have been about, but they looked amusing. Oh, it's on a slow frame rate on the phone again. Well, cats are. They're very demanding creatures. I can't walk in my kitchen without mine following me, running up to the food bowl. Speaking of which, where is she? She sat waiting at the kitchen door for me to move.
Yeah.
And that's how bad it is. She sat waiting at the kitchen door for me to move. They have to be involved in everything you do. Oh, don't say that. Right, we're not getting a cat like Hester, because I don't fancy the cat jumping up and helping me with my painting. Sorry, we're not getting one. I forgot what colour the stitching's supposed to be. Stitching's turquoise as well. All right, okay. Yes, you heard right. Stitching. That's the problem. You've got two of them. Because you've got two of them, they can team up and work together. Having one, you can't do that. Oh, for God's sakes, camera. I thought I'd positioned you. See? You got arm and net on your shoulder right now. Quite honest, if my cat was a little younger, there's a possibility she might be up on my shoulder as well. She just can't climb up there anymore. She's a bit too old for that. Stitching on. I suppose it's technically a bracer, even though it is a cat and they don't have arms. Technically, it should, and there's one on the tail. But it's leather, so I would say it's technically still a bracer. Or is it greaves? Oh, I can't remember now. My mind's gone. Not that it was ever there to start with. Yeah, and I know that I know the clips from when you play with your team, but I'm not quite sure what's going on in some of them. Which is only to be expected. I don't play the game really, so. Right. Now for the lighter turquoise. I don't know why I chose to do the turquoise first. It was probably the worst idea I could have done. But hey ho, I've started now, so I'll have to carry on. That's way too wet. Ooh. How well this tone difference works, I'm not too sure. It might only show up on a higher resolution camera. Or it might not even show up on that, looking at it. That's not too great. That's not too great at all. Oh, come on, rattle. You know you're supposed to rattle. Rattle. Let's see what happens if I add a tiny bit of ivory into that one, into the first colour. Let's see how it goes from there. See if I can lighten it up enough to make the colour I actually want, because that one was off. I was far too green on that one. I need essentially the same colour, just a slightly lighter variant of it. Good evening, Ali. How are you? I was just trying to figure out who the fourth person was then, and it's Sparkles who's got a phone watching upstairs. That's better as a lighter tone. Oh, good. It's not perfect, but it's near as, damn it. I've got my turtles on my light as well. A hook on the door just to make sure you are not coming in this room. Sadly, I have very few doors on the downstairs of my house. Particularly to stop the cat from getting to where I'm currently sat is damn near impossible unless I lock her in somewhere that I really don't want her to be. There we go. Can we... As I said, this resolution isn't the best. Higher resolution pictures will be put on Instagram and up on Discord. I hope that's all the turquoise bits done. Okay. Doing well so far. Although by feeling of it, I've got this on a bit tight. Oh, let's just loosen it off one. There we go. It doesn't feel like it's cutting circulation off anymore. Which is always a nice thing, to not have circulation cut off to your brain. Not that many people will be able to tell the difference with me anyway, but that's a different matter. Now, which colour was I using for the base fur? It was this one, which is Balor Brown. Do they not sit there scratching and meowing at it? It's like, let me in, let me in. I don't mind wood. Occasionally she does it at the bedroom door. Comes in, looks at us, and then walks away again. Very odd cat, very odd cat. Why is he... So one uses the doorknob and the other one pushes it out. See, they're ingenious. Genius cats, genius. I'm going to go for a slightly larger brush this time, because that one just seemed like it was too long. It just took too long to do what little bit it needed to do. So Balor Brown for the skin, for the fur tones. Use the magnifier so I can actually see. Raise the light up a bit so you all can actually see. Don't get in the way of the turtles. I've still got the turtles up on the camera here. hopefully those few seconds of it being sat on my brush has let a little bit of the water evaporate. So it's not too wet. You have to put child locks on everything because of the cats. That's not good. That means the cats are getting far too smart. Yes, this one's only stood on one leg and a tail. It is a monk. It's all flippy dippy and punchy scratchy. Very much likes to be a melee combatant. A flurry of blows is a pain in the backside when it comes to cats. I've already figured that out when we're running this. I'm glad no one's using the monk, because everyone's limited to essentially their claw attacks. It would make the monk more powerful than the fighter, being able to throw out 2 extra attacks every turn on top of whatever you would normally be able to do. He is a little bit overpowered at level 3. It wouldn't be too bad if the fighter actually had a weapon. So that dagger that they were twirling about Sonya, if they could actually use that dagger, it might actually make the fighter a bit better. But they have no weapons listed in their stat blocks, even though they have them on the models. It's weird. So they figured out that they've got little hands using dew claws. That is 2 cats that are too smart for their own good. Am I still on screen? Yes, I am. Too smart for your own good too. Yeah. You need to change your door handles. Reverse them so they have to push them up. It's what a lot of people do when they have young kids. So you've got the door handles that have to pull down and then move. If you flip them upside down, so you have to push it up instead. Hopefully it'll confuse them for a month or 2. You might get a bit more peace. And that new base you've done twisted, I'm giving up on my bases now. I'm not basing them anymore. I'm just going to repaint them all black. I'm only joking. I will be basing stuff, just not everything. And I certainly won't be going to some of the lanes that you do, dude. That's just over the top. Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah. Turning handles upside down. My mate did it with his kids to the point where he still hasn't turned it back round because he autopilots that bit now. And if he turned it back, it'll just confuse him, even though he's like 40 odd. Okay, I was going gold on his necklace, so it's not too bad that I've got a bit of yellow or light brown on there. Clean that up afterwards. My issue with these Dragon Lee or Dragon Lie cats is they have stripes. So even though I'm painting all this colour, there's still darker stripes to go over the top of it. Ah, okay. See, I can get the ideas, but putting them into practice is a lot harder. That's why I've got this channel, is so I can practice stuff like that. But even after, 3 years? Yeah, it's going to be, Monday's going to be my anniversary stream. So after about 3 years of doing this, I'm still not quite confident enough with some of my scratch buildings techniques and abilities. So it's going to take me a little while to build my confidence up there to go for something like what you've done, especially with those bases where they've got the removable bits. I need a jeweler's saw. That's got to be better than that homemade shiv that I've got. Which is essentially what I'm using at the moment. It's a shiv with serrated plates. So I'll have to check out a jeweler's saw. Hopefully it'll be a bit sturdier and easier to control than half a hacksaw blade. Oh, your phone's upstairs, isn't it? Never mind. Yeah. Okay, so colours are starting to come in now, slowly but surely. Yeah, I know it comes down to practice, and I do need to practice a lot on the scratch building side. I need more practice on that than I do on the painting, believe it or not. Even though I still need a lot of more practice on the painting, I need even more when it comes to scratch building. Mainly need a decent set of tools to do it. I'm using a lot of homemade and slightly inferior tools in some cases. Damn it, I banned the camera again. Sorry. That brush is too big now. Good evening, Blake. Would you like to come up for a chat, Blake? Been quite a while, homie, and I would like to hear your impressions of the pieces of paper that I sent you. So I'll send you the link anyway. How do we do this again? First of all, I'll move them out of the way so I don't look like I'm looking down my nose at people. And you copy that. And you open a new one of them. And you go to there, which is the place I can message Blake. I look for him in the list. There he is. Right click, paste, and we pop that in there for Blake to see if he wants to come up. Okie dokie. That was nice and simple. I like that way of doing it. Same as StreamYard. Bish bash bosh, done. Ah, right, okay. So pen, something to write on. Sandpaper will do for now. I don't want jeweler's saw. Jeweler's soft frame. Okay, leave that up there where it's nice and easy for me to see. And then I can check that out after. I don't have. Do I have a pin vise? I think I have something I can use as a pin vise. But when it comes to like cutting out circles here, you see I've drilled around it and then I'm trying to file it down because I don't have a saw good enough to trim it. But I don't have to do them anymore because it came with the magazine the other day. Yeah. Now, which one was that one was going to be the fur stripes. This one was going to be the leather, I think. No, that one was the fur stripes. This one's the leather. I will get there eventually. I will remember. That was nothing. It's bleeping in my ear for no reason. Find out if Le Champion is coming to join me, which is Blake for anyone who was wondering. Yes, leather. I'm going to get something from all this paint art eventually. Pardon me. See, that saw sounds like just what I need. Because my shift doesn't do it. I mean, it'll saw in a straight line, but trying to get it to actually curve, it kind of laughs at me and says no, then forces itself into a straight line again. I'm waiting for the first song request. There's going to be one come eventually. I know there is. With having Ali in here. Awesome twist. Thank you very much. The bass and the if you can put a picture of the saw up as well, so I've got a rough idea of what I'm looking for when I'm going looking for this saw, that will be much appreciated as well. I mean, if you have any affiliate links, let me know. But I don't know if I'll be ordering from the US. But if I at least have a rough idea of what I'm looking for, then it'll give me a better chance of getting it when I go looking through Amazon. That's the base. I know what the base looks like. The base is bloody awesome. It's put me off ever doing bases again in my life because I can't get them that good. I'm only joking. I will be doing bases. Just please don't expect me to be up to Twisted's level at this moment in time. And it's the only time I get to paint is in front of all of you. So you get to see my progression as it goes step by step by step by step. So if I've got any better from last week, it's because of last week's painting. How the friggin' Nora am I supposed to get in there with anything other than a crooked hand or an angled paintbrush? I suppose like that we'll have to do, won't it? Yeah, close enough. I did alright on the inside of that leg. Could have fucked it up a whole lot more. Don't get any brown on the fishes. And make sure we cover that strip of leather he's got over his tail. I'm saying hands are by hands because the only time I've ever done is I've ever heard the name is Han Solo and it was male character, so I'm guessing Han is a male. Are you taking a paint class? I'm doing this all trial and error. The paint class would probably be a good idea, actually. But yeah, I'm going with the trial and error method. See someone doing a technique, give it a go. It's like David Emmis paints. He did them hills. I give them a go. When it didn't go right, I messaged him. He told me he scrapped them and started again. So we brainstormed on how to fix them, and it worked sufficiently enough anyway. Quick photo of the old saw. That's the one I wanted to see. Yeah, they're in my way. Whips and okay, right. Yeah, I know what I'm looking for now. That helps. It's kind of a hacksaw, but not a hacksaw. More precise. That extra bit of room that you get over the top and the overarching bit looks like it will give you some control. A lot more than where I put my shift. A lot more than that, because this is just really floppy. There's nothing, no tension on the other side. So, yeah, that jeweler's saw is the thing I am looking for. And it might actually be cheaper than a hobby saw because they charge ridiculous prices for those because, well, they know what you're using it for. They know you want it for something specific. So they charge you for fucking nose for it. Well, weird. Then I thought it was only on for 10 minutes. I was like, that's very, very long 10 minutes. No, it's 40. Have I picked up the wrong colour? I have just picked up the wrong colour. Let's try the actual colour I want out, shall we? Oh, cool, it's dried, so I'll come back in for that second coat. And everywhere that I need to be brighter. And anywhere that I believe I've missed. Oh, that's the thing. It don't get me wrong, it did. I managed to get that out of it between the shiv and essentially a basic file. You see, he's been battered to hell now because he's going through MDF. But yeah, I can get the shapes out of it. It's just the amount of work that goes into getting that shape without the right tools. Then I may have to ask you how to teach me how to make a jewel saw. Because if we could just buy what is essentially hacksaw blades and make my own mount, that would be awesome. Mainly because it'd be so much cheaper than actually going out and buying a specialised frame. Because if they think you want it for a special reason, they'll charge you special prices. It's really hard to judge stuff when it's out of focus with these magnifying glasses. Goggles. Glasses. I'm not sure what these are, apart from magnifiers. I know they'd be magnifiers because they make things look big. No, my head won't be trying to make a saw. Not if Twisted was to give me a quick rundown of this is how you make a frame. So, all right, cool. Now you've just got to mount hacksaw blades into it. Sweet, I can do that. Have I just got a load of paint all over something that I do want it? Yeah, I have, haven't I? You fucker. Absolute fucker. Take all this paint off. No, don't move it around. Take it off. There we go. That's better. I might have actually wanted it on there because I've forgotten what the stuff actually has on it. Let's hold U5 in. See, there's my reference picture. Oh, so that bit that I've just cleaned up was supposed to be that colour. Of course. Of course. Why didn't I know that already? All them little bands down the staff. A fabric the same as the cloth. Yeah, doing those bases, it did wreck my head. That's why if I can find a nice, neat saw to do it with, that'll be so much better. So much better. Goggles down. There's a lot of turquoise on this model. And sparkles come back down yet. Nope, she's ran and hid. These were all her idea. I'm more than happy to paint them for her, as it's kind of one of the main parts of my hobby is painting miniatures. But these miniatures and then these things. I hope you're listening upstairs. Yeah, I heard a creak, and I've got to make sure there's no frying pan coming down at the back of me. That wouldn't go very well. It's going to be a frying pan or a spatula. I'm certainly not getting a fresh brew made if I keep talking like that. I know that much. See, sorry, are you down now? Yeah, so yeah, I've given up on that idea, mainly because I was an idiot. The magazine that I got, they didn't give us the full models to give you the bases in the second part of it. So when I got issue 8 on Wednesday, yesterday even, all the bases came with that, along with the last 4 models, because I'm an idiot and didn't count the actual models that came with it. So you got 7 models in issue 7 and 4 models in issue 8. Which makes up the 10 models on Ripper Swan base that you would eventually get for the unit. What was that? I don't like it when things come up and say that they've got my name next to them and they've highlighted my... Why have you highlighted stuff? Why? Who's messaging me? No, right, okay, go away. It wasn't an actual message to me. It was just telling me it was a message to me. Get the goggles down, lads. You can't see shit without them. Well, you can, but it's really bleeding hard. Can't I paint Sonia again? She was nice and easy. Sonia was so easy, it was good. I don't know what colour's this thing across the middle supposed to be. Okay, fair enough. I'll come back to that when I need to use that colour. I'm going to try stop banging this thing as much as I can. And my light. So now I need to... I've got golds, silvers, bit of ivory, In fact, can I get, am I accurate enough just to get that touch of ivory there without any of the turquoise? Nope. Although maybe. Let's just give a quick, no. Okay. Don't put your hand in paint, you absolute buffoon. No, I'm going to put some more on the palette to be able to do the claws. Not too much though. Not too much. You don't want to be wasting ivory. I'll go through enough of the bleeding stuff as it is. Got his fist clenched on that side. So it's nice and easy, although I have just missed. Where is it? I'm thinking I'm missing it. I just thought I missed a nice chunk of foot or something. There it is. I thought I spotted it somewhere. But before that, he has claws on his paw holding the staff. The stray hair on my brush, which is never good. Doopy 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 boom. Okay, that's that nice and done. Now we go for the, which one's this one? Rakarth Flesh is similar to an ivory, but it's kind of a more grey tone to it. I prefer painting the minis of the Warhammer models now because they're a better scale to paint. Now that I'm getting used to painting this size, so now I'm getting used to painting that size. Painting that size is an absolute doddle. It's like I'm painting a giant statue. So yes, I've got some of the fun back for painting these big ones. And I do have to thank the fact that I'm painting absolutely tiny, minuscule ones for that. It makes you appreciate how nice and easy those actually are. Yes, that's more grey. I do want a tiny, tiny, tiny touch of... I think I'm finished with the weather for now, so I'll just take a bit of that. Just mix it in just to brown it up a little bit. Because it's going to be the card across the centre of the base and the shaft of the staff. That sounded wrong. Please don't clip that. Sparkles is laughing at me behind me. At me, not with me. Make sure we get that correct. She's laughing at me. Oh, crap, right, okay. I've got to get in there. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. I'm just going to paint in all of these rather than leaving the gaps, and I'll give it a wash afterwards to get in the recesses. I think it's going to take about 4 different washes. And then the bow staff is made out of a very pale wood. Very pale wood. That's the other thing. Quite obviously, this cat is using a bow staff. But in the stat sheet, there is nothing listed in any form of weaponry. So even though they've made it with this nice big staff, the stat sheet, the official stat sheet for it, has nothing. Nada, zip. I suppose it gives you a little bit of leeway as you're leveling up to go, yeah, I want that weapon, I'm equipping that, I'm equipping this. But if that's the case, then this monk might not be the type that they've specified in their rulebook or their campaign expansion. It is, I know, but it's a nice pose, yeah. I suppose Rule of Cool plays into it there, so it's like, yeah, look at it, it's a kick-ass model. Yeah, but look at it, you can't use the staff. Unless, obviously, the DM writes it into the stat sheet, which is more than doable. I already intend to change Parkus's barbarian style from the nutter that gets himself exhausted to more of a zealot barbarian. Because at the moment, despite the fact that he is probably the best damage dealer, he's also going to kill himself very bloody quickly by the time he gets to a higher level. Which we do not want. We do not want the barbarian taking himself out at the end of a combat just because he's got 6 points of exhaustion. And he was too dumb to rest between. Obviously, as a DM, you can't force the party to rest, but you can certainly take advantage when they don't. And as these have a special rest thing, which kind of puts them into another realm, long rests aren't that bad. One thing I've got to say about Steam Forge models, they come nicely prepped, all in one model, ready to go. But the mold lines are absolutely awful. Okie dokie, that's that bit nice and done. Let's go over the bottle while I've got ivory available. just so when I throw a speed paint over it at the end, it comes out nice and bright. And if I'm really lucky, I'll get some of that swirly effect that I've managed to fluke on the Necron Resurrection of. If I'm lucky, that is. If not, I just get a nice purple looking bottle. We've been an entire hour through and nobody's requested a song. Hey. Which means I've got another hour to go. At maximum, that is. I don't think it'll actually take me an hour to finish this model now. The majority of it's actually been done. It's just detail work now. And I'm really running low on the amount of paint of this silver, of this lead belcher. Ridiculously low. Let's put you there. Now, little fishies. Where are you? There you are. Two little fishes. I'm not sure how well they're going to show. They're not. Is the answer. He's just not going to focus that close. Okay. Playing silly little buggers, are you? I'm still going to paint them. Oh, that's where the bit of claw was that I missed. I knew the bit of paw that I missed somewhere. Let me just go find out what the champion's response was. Because it's popped up on there, but I can't use it on my phone. So I have to go this way. Okay, that will be the champion saying he can't come up because he has things to do. Which is fine. It's perfectly fine. See, that was the bit of the paw there that I missed. You know when you spotted something, but you couldn't remember where? Well, now I've just figured out where it was. Definitely at the base of that tail again. On the back of that ear. And down the back of his neck. Okay, so we've done the two fishes in the dark silver. We've done all the base fur tones anyway. Jumbo breakfast. Ooh. Basically, essentially, that's what I had for tea. I had sausage and egg on toast. But it was 2 sausage patties and 2 eggs. did. I have brought out the Stormhouse Silver, but I want to wait for that gunmetal to dry first. So now we move on to the gold bits, of which there are far too many. Da, 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 da. In fact, let's find that. I want to sing that. It got requested. Let's see if I can find just a little. I don't want. Why? I don't want a YouTube video. Do I want a YouTube video? I don't think I even want a YouTube video. So let's see how Freebird goes. I can't actually remember. Okay, sounds familiar, which is always good. Means I've got half a chance at least of actually knowing what song's coming up. That looks like the full music video. That's not got the lyrics on it. I want the lyrics. Give me the fucking lyrics, you bastard. Aha. There it is. Okay. So it's a big, long fucking intro. That was nice to find out. But then it's, if I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? That's not even in tune. That's not even in tune. Let's go back to there. Click on that. Then click on that. Doom, 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 doom. It's this extra long intro that always throws me on this song. It's stupidly long. See, I would have come in about 4 times already now. If I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? For I must be traveling on now, 'cause there's too many places I've got to see. But if I stayed here with you, girl, things just couldn't be the same. Do-do-do-do. 'Cause I'm as free as a bird now. And these birdies cannot change. And these birds you cannot change. And these birds you cannot change. Lord knows I can't change. Boom, 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 boom. I know, I'm tone deaf. I'm absolutely useless, but it's never stopped me before, really, has it? I'll wait for the second verse to kick in. Oh, my baby, making a sweet love, yeah, yeah. Though this feeling I can't change, but don't take it so badly. 'Cause Lord knows I'm to blame. 'Cause I stay here with you, girl. Gang just couldn't be the same. 'Cause I'm as free as a bird now. And this bird you cannot change. Oh, 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 and this bird you cannot change. And this bird you cannot change. Lord knows I can't change. Lord knows I can't change. Lord, I can change. Damn, it picks up pace here, doesn't it? Free Bird. It's called Freebird by Leonard Skinner. It's quite an old song, but it's very popular in America. I mean, it's got one hell of a guitar solo in it, and it is good. It's a good song, in fairness. But now I've run to the end of the lyrics, so I don't know what he's going to cut in and what he's going to cut in with. I just know I've got one hell of a guitar solo to sit and listen to for a minute. Is that all the gold done? I think that's all the gold done. It's all right. Bohemian Rhapsody next. God, that is some good guitar playing. So yeah, next is the brown to do the stripes across the entire body and fur. What the hell? I was listening to Leonard Skinner. What did he come up with life insurance? There's still 2.5 minutes to go, and I've got to the end of the lyrics, or at least as far as I know, I've got to the end of the lyrics. If I've not, someone want to inform me just so I know I've got more to go. Okay, so that's some very subtle brown striping going on. Is that a song request, Ali? What is it? I can't even say that, Ali. So I'm afraid it's gonna have to be Bohemian Rhapsody. And it's not giving me the lyrics because it's a dick. I know most of them, but I can't remember all of them. I forgot how long that song was. Okay. Well, I said it was going to be next, so it will be. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, 'cause it's easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Any way the wind blows, nothing really matters to me. To me. And then obviously everyone knows the instrumental, but I'm not going to sing an instrumental because I can't do that bit. So, Mama, just kill the man. Put a gun against his hand. Pull the trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life has just begun. And now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, ooh, I didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, carry on, 'cause nothing really matters. Too late, my time has come. Send shivers down my spine. Body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. I've got to leave it all behind and face the truth. I'm not used to singing. Mama, ooh, I don't want to die. I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. I really need practice of singing. I see a little silver matter on a Scaramouche, Scaramouche, can you do the fandango? Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening indeed. Galileo, 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 Figaro, Magnifico. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Spare him his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah, no, we will not let him go. Let him go. We'll not let him go. Let him go. We'll not let him go. Let him go. Never, 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 never let me go. No, 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 no. Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me. For me. For me. And then you've got to go Wayne's World and go, and see. It has to be done. I don't take this singing lightly seriously. I know. I really should take a little bit more seriously. What am I up to? So you think you can stone me and spit in my eye? So you think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh, baby, just can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out. Just gotta get right out of here. And then it goes, ooh, ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Nothing really matters, as anyone can see. Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me. So, as soon as I didn't get any song requests tonight, I've filled in my own. I hope you like them. Oh, Galileo, 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 Figaro, Magnifico. It must be that bit. Right, okay. And now I get you. Takes me a while. I'm not the sprightest spark in the bunch. You know this, Ali. Come on. Seeing a brighter spark come from a dead bulb. Let's put me back on the stream now. I've done enough singing. The Jumbo Breakfast Roll song. I'm not singing the Jumbo. That's just, I don't know it well enough. I at least knew Freebird's tune, having heard it before. Once I'd gone, what the hell is it? And then I put it on. I was like, oh, no, I do know this one. I just don't know it well enough. I'll need the lyrics to sing it. But in the case of that Jumbo Roll song, I don't know it well enough. I'm sorry. I'd have to listen to it another 30, 40 more times for me to get that one in my head. Especially as I've been listening to Therapy for the last few weeks because I go see them next month. So it's definitely I need to get all them songs in my head. I can remember one lyric off a specific song from Trouble Gum, which is from Knives, one of my favourites. And it goes, my girlfriend said that I need help. My boyfriend said that I'd be better off dead. I'm gonna get drunk, come round and fuck you up. I'm gonna get drunk, come round and fuck you up because you can't help my life and you can't hide the knives. And yeah, it kind of goes like that. Happy song, very happy song. And then they've covered Diane, which is a song about grape. Very nice song, obviously. They've done quite a few. They did Iron Man with Ozzy. So if you're aware of the Black Sabbath Iron Man, then they've done the music for that with him, which is pretty good. I enjoyed that. It was a good one. Right, so where are we up to now with Han? I think I've just lost like half my viewers through singing. Oh well, it is what it is. I do what I do. If some people don't like it, then I can't stop them. I can't do anything about it. So let's see how well this gold is going to go on as a dry brushing highlight, just to try and help. These little gold bits stand out a little bit more. Oh, I'm not doing well with these baubles around the neck. I seem to have missed a whole lot more than I should have, really. I thought I'd got it, but apparently I hadn't. Ah, well. I've still got half an hour left. I'm okay. I am still well within time. How's this one got a bloody pink nose like the rest of them? Whereas, no, you don't have a bloody pink nose like the rest of them. Awesome. I don't have to pay a pink nose. Good evening, Kit Bash. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy your tea. Get a nice rest. 6 o'clock in the morning is not a good time to have to wake up. All right. So I believe without going ridiculously detailed, that is the majority of the kitty cat done now. I just have a ball of twine and a bottle to do. So a ball of twine and a bottle. Ball of twine, because it's not actually on any of the pictures. Sparkles has been able to choose whatever colour she wants for the ball of twine. In this case, it is red. Oh, come on, get the red off it. All the red off the brush. Thank you. And that's this little section here. This tiny little bauble here. Bring it up even closer. It's a ball of twine there with a little bottle next to it. How fun. Kit Bash, I really do need to kind of get you together, get a conversation together with you and Twisted to improve my kit bashing and scratch building abilities. I think between you and Twisted, you'll be able to teach me a lot. Providing I can get past both accents at the same time. One being American, one being I want to say Irish, but I don't think I'm right with that. I know Twisted's American. I got that one right. Because, well, you don't get two cats from somebody in America if you live over in the UK. Two very pretty cats at that. That's beautiful looking cats. I'm sounding a bit obsessed with them cats now, aren't I? That's no good. No, that red does stand out quite a lot there. I like that. Yeah, no, that was a good choice. Well done, Sparkles. You chose well. I sounded patronising, didn't it? I didn't mean it sounded patronising. Please don't come and hit me. I was genuinely commending you on your choice for twine. It stands out really well. Especially against all that turquoise and gold and brown. Like, bing, look at this big ball. Right, so I was right. It is an Irish accent. You do live in Scotland, right? Thank you. Fine, yeah, I'll teach you the two painting techniques that I know. One called put it on there in base layers, the other one called slap chop. I'm quite happy to do that. If you can teach me how to scratch build. Might have to do a little collaboration video or live one day where we talk each other through each other's procedures. See, Ali does have a good memory. Ali serves multiple functions within this channel, as well as being a subscriber. Ali has various functions, one of them being my memory. Because I don't have one, I'm useless. Forever self-doubting. Yeah, am I right on that one? Is that right? I don't know. I can't remember. It's always doing it. So yeah, between Ali and Sparkles, they are my memory. One being online, one being in the house, which helps having multiple sources. So yeah, dry brushing. Make sure I've got the majority of the paint off. And then back under the goggles to make sure it is actually going on there on the top of it only. Now it's a very subtle difference, but there is a slight variance in grading of colour, which is pretty much what I wanted. No, Alison, those song lyrics were up on screen. I was reading them. All of them. I have a separate screen up open just on my monitor so I can get up lyrics for songs when people ask for them now. As soon as it's apparently becoming a thing, yeah, I now pull up a lyric site so I can go look for song lyrics when people request them. Whoa, that was like way too much purple. I don't need that much purple. These speed paints come out way too fast. You need cleaning better. In fact, if you don't get cleaned after this properly, because I keep banging my head on my camera, and God knows what. Yeah, see, completely out of range there. Oh crap! Well, I couldn't have said no. I've got to say no to that because otherwise someone will call me out and find me out on an alley. I've got a choice on that one. What was that Twisted was saying? Where there's another thunderstorm? Yeah, stay safe. If it's one of the big ones, board up the windows, batten down the hatches, get yourself somewhere underneath and well away from it if need be. Make sure the cats are safe as well. Leave the missus. So you can look after herself. She's got arms and legs. Although, the way you were talking about your cats have got arms and legs as well. I need to leave tiny little splodges and thicker sections for what I try and get that swirly effect again. Ookie diddles. Right. Now we're on for washes. Oh, heavy rain and thunder. In which case, jump out in the garden and have a look at it. It's always nice. I like a bit of rain and thunder. I do pop outside. I've got a nice little canopied area just outside my back door, so I can stand there nice and dry and watch it. I've got a feeling those cats wanted to be near him just because, yeah, they're cats and they're like that. Pain in the bum sometimes. Right, where are my actual washes that I will want for these? Right, let's try an Arthonian Camo shade with on the turquoise. See if that works, or am I just gonna fuck up my entire night's work? I've got 20 minutes left to actually do this. That appears to have worked on the robes at least. Add a little bit more depth into there. A very, very, very basic dry faster you bastard machine called Your Breath. Also trying to blow it off the top edges as much as possible. I'm just going to remove some off it with my finger. Wash that brush off and then come back in with the dry brush with the main colour over. You have a good night, Twisted. If you're going, then I hope you have a nice night. Hope it's a nice and peaceful night and that storm passes without incident. Oh, you're not dry yet. Damn it. Right, okay. So in that case, we'll move on to Raycon Flesh Shade. Do the reds and the golds. And hopefully when we come back in a minute, that other one will have dried. I don't want to use one of my Kolinsky brushes as a wash brush. I want one of my cheap brushes. I know there's some up here somewhere. There we go. So Rifle Flesh Shade is what I'm going to use to tone the gut. Pardon me. I do not know where that came from. I am so sorry. Sorry, Rifle Flesh Shade over the gold and red. Just to try and help those little bits stand out a tad more than they do. Now, I'm going to struggle doing a wash on quite a lot of the fur tones, which I'm not too happy about. I would have liked to have got a wash on them, but I'm just going to end up toning in the stripes instead if I do that. So let's not. Okay, I can't figure this out. Sometimes when I want a paint to stay wet so I can wet blend it, it dries instantly. But when I want something to dry quickly, it takes for bleeding ever. Is that Sod's law, Murphy's law, whichever law you want to call it? Pain in the ass, I know that much. I'm not happy with those eyes. Those eyes look cross-eyed. Really do. They look buzz-eyed. Cross-eyed, buzz-eyed, however you want to call it. These eyes do not look like he's looking in one direction. I'm actually going to try and fill the eye out a little more. If I can. That's better. That's a lot better. Awesome. So I don't know how well this is actually going to show. But we have the purple bottle, the red twine, little silver fish. Now, I don't know if you can see any of the lines on the top there. As I said, I'll take better pictures of these so I can post it on Instagram and Discord. But that, I believe, is cat number 9 out of 12. Completed, which is not bad. I only had 15 minutes left on this to be able to stream it. And seeing as my last one only took me an hour, I've gone 45 minutes over on this one. Might have something to do with the singing. Might not, I don't know. But there's a lot more detail on this one than there was on some others. Now, I don't know who I'm going to be painting next week. I do know on Monday I'll be working on the terrain again. Wednesday, hopefully the magazine will be in at my local newsagents, so it'll be 2 paints in that, so I'll be trying to get the list of what's going to be coming up until issue 20 and go through them while I'm going through paints with the magazine, because there's not many models. I did go through how to build a basic Termagant and how to put the Ripper Swan base together from issues 7 and 8, if you'd got them. And I will be, as I said on Monday, I will be looking to hopefully correct some of the mistakes that was made when building these as well. So that's the plan for Monday and Wednesday. And probably Thursday again will be the next little kitty cat. So thanks. Oh crap! I've just spotted something I've missed. I'm not going just yet. I need a wash. I need Agrex Earthshade because I've just spotted something that I need to wash that I've missed. It's not too bad, but I still need to get it, which is the leather pouch on his side, because there is actually a stud in there and you can't see jack diddly squat about that stud. So let's get some wash on there, and let's get some wash on the bow staff as well while I've got it on the brush. There we go. Now he's finished at long last. So thank you everybody for coming to see me this evening. Thank you for spending your time with me and for putting up with my singing. Twisted and Kit Bash, we need to. I'm genuinely interested in that. Let's see if we can get together, do a bit of a collaboration thing, teaching how to kit bash and how to paint. But thank you everybody for coming tonight, and I will see you on Monday. Drive safely.